Hello folks, Simon here, welcome back to the channel and to the next episode in our Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Let's Play here on Nintendo Switch. So we left off previously during the Mechon raid on Colony 9 and we've managed to secure the Monado here, which as you can see Shulk currently has equipped, and this has been a big aid in our in our role in trying to retake the city here. So we're going to move on to the next story marker, and we're going to have quite a big event taking place, so make sure you're ready for it. Just check that you do have some decent equipment equipped. Well, I say decent, I mean as decent as you can probably get at this stage. Just make sure you have those gems equipped in the Monado, which you collected from the Gem Man stall earlier on. So you probably had those in a previous weapon in the junk sword for Shulk, and they don't automatically transfer over, so just bear that in mind. You do have to do it manually, and you may also want to go ahead and just invest a few points, well, I mean in the arts here, just to ensure that you are going to be going into the next fight in full strength. But I'll sort all that out a little bit later on. I like to live a little bit dangerously. So let's go ahead here and see what the game has in store for us, and there's some quite significant cutscenes about to take place. So I'll let you enjoy those and meet you on the other side.
It's massive. That Mechon, it has a face. That don't mean nothing. That's right. Not when we have the Monado.
So here we have an encounter against Metal Face himself. We saw him earlier. He was the guy that took out the Colonel and his band. So we've got a score to settle here, so let's go in and absolutely unleash everything with the Monado, but it seems we're only doing 1 damage per hit. Indeed, we can even use abilities for very little effect, as you can see. This isn't going well at all. It seems no matter what we do, let's go to Monado, shall we, and unleash some abilities. Yep, nothing's happening. As a matter of fact, this is part of the encounter, so don't worry. It's a timed event. Just use auto attacks until the next cutscene.
The Monado, it's not working. Oi, what do you mean? How can that be? The Monado should cut through Mechon with ease. What is that light? Other Mechon don't have that. Could that light be why the Monado has no effect? Sure, right, get down! Stay back, I'll take it from here. No, you can't take anymore!
Oh dear. So neither the Monado nor Dumban, who is level 20, are able to put a dent in this thing, it seems. But what's this?
Everyone, get away!
Yay! Uh-oh.
What did I just... Fiora!
Come on, Shulk, let's do something.
I won't let you hurt any more people. We will save Colony 9!
Fiora! Get out of here! Run!
You want more?
Oh no, so Fiora's been giving it her all, but doesn't look like it's enough at the moment.
Fiora! No!
It seems that being thrust hard against a building and then being impaled by 3 razor-sharp mechan claws is going to give you a bit of a bad day. So poor Fiora does meet her demise at this point. This game really throws it at us hard. And it looks like Shulk's not best pleased about the situation right now. I mean, who can blame him, really? So despite the fact that Metal Face seems to be all but invincible, there is a way to take him down. Now, this is going to involve a new tactic that is very, very useful on quite a few boss fights, actually, throughout the game, and we're going to be introduced to that now. That's using a combination of a chain attack with a break art in order to inflict topple. Now, you can't inflict topple in any usual method on Metal Face. As we, saw earlier, none of the abilities were working against him. But as the midst of a chain attack, you can actually do so. Though it can be quite tough. So the first thing we need to do is actually build up our party gauge. Because as you know, oops, mistimed that, you can't actually initiate a chain attack until you have your party gauge filled. So let's just focus on that for the time being. It's not taking too long. And what we're going to do is, before we actually initiate the chain attack to go for the topple, is select the Monado abilities and then select enchant. That way, once the creature has been toppled, we'll be able to make the most of the topple without other party members also doing damage. So let's go ahead now and unleash the chain attack, and you want to inflict everything in this particular order. So starting with Shulk, we're going to start with Stream Edge, which is of course our break ability. And then for Ryan, we're going to select Wild down here. And then for Dunban, we can select Steel Strike, just over here, which will extend the duration of topple because it's a topple ability. And we now need to do about, I think it's 25% damage to this guy while it's in topple status, and that will effectively end the encounter. So yeah, there we have it. Once you've got it into topple status, it's a very easy fight. And as a matter of fact, the fight itself is easy so long as you follow that strategy. If you struggle to get the chain attack topple off, then you are going to, not get very far. But if you just follow what I did then, it's a piece of cake, really. So Shulk can maybe get some revenge here. Well, it looks like we'll have to settle the score at a future point in time. So, very somber moment now, of course. Fiora has passed, having been butchered by Metal Face. And he escapes for today. So, we'll have to catch up with Shulk and see how he's finding things.
Fiora.
Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Hey. Have you been to see Dunban?
Yeah.
I just can't do it. You got more guts than me.
Not at all. It was him that consoled me.
Oh. I guess that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah. Even without the Monado, he's the strongest person I know.
Shulk, how are you holding up?
I'm fine, but you...
I will shed no tears.
Huh?
A year ago, I felt the same sense of deep loss that I do now.
The Battle of Sword Valley.
After that battle, many of my friends did not make it home. While I was being brought here on that stretcher, they were all I thought about. But I decided I would not cry. Everyone who died in that war had something they wanted to protect. Family, friends, loved ones, their home. So they fought to protect them. And we won. No matter how painful, no matter how hard, it's nothing to be sad about. I decided that there and then.
Dunban.
Shulk, Fiora would tell you the same thing. She wanted to protect us. Or rather, she wanted to protect you. And you're alive now. So, I will not cry.
Okay.
Remember the gift of life that Fiora gave you, and treasure it.
I can't say that I understand, but I hope to, someday.
That is all I ask. Believe me, I'm always just trying to understand.
Treasure the gift of life that Fiora gave you. He's one of a kind, that Dunban.
I've made a decision.
Huh?
My purpose in life. I will pursue that faced Mechon.
Shulk.
They attacked our colony. Killed Fiora. I will find that Mechon. Find it and destroy it. Destroy them all. What are you laughing at?
Sorry. It's just a bit weird. I never thought you'd be the one to say it.
So you agree?
Course, man. I'm just surprised you came out with it first.
You thought I'd try and talk you out of it? That's not what Fiora would want. That sound right?
Yeah. Something like that. I thought you'd give me a hard time.
In my head, there are two versions of me. One of them is saying that. It's telling me, listen to what Dunban said.
What about the other one?
It keeps shouting, make them pay. Destroy every single one of them. And it won't stop getting louder.
That doesn't sound like you. Sure it ain't my voice in there.
Might be. It's a bit of a loudmouth.
There you go then. So, when are we heading off?
Right now.
Perfect. Right then.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves, boys. As soon as this heals, I'll be right behind you. And then we will seize our destiny. Together.
Okay, so at this point then, we can say that the adventure has officially begun. We've got an objective in mind. Right now, it's a fairly simple one. Find Metal Face and smash the heck out of him. Hopefully it'll go better next time than it did this time. But for now, we get the opportunity to save our game and then be greeted by even more cutscenes. So let's see what's going on, including a brief glimpse into the past here, 14 years ago. Okay, so if you hadn't guessed, that little fella was, of course, Shulk. And it seems that Dixon, who we knew about from before, has taken both him and the Monado
Checking out Colony 6.
out of there.
Colony 6. The only other Homs colony left.
Colony 6 is on the way to Sword Valley, where there's supposed to be a Mechon base. If that's where they came from, maybe the people in Colony 6 saw something.
Good point. They might even know something about that metal-faced Mechon. So, we go past the Magmel ruins and up through Tefra Cave. Then we should arrive at the Bionist Knee.
Yeah. And if we can get to the knee, it ain't far to Colony 6, right?
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Colony 6.
Right, so at the moment we've got no further leads onto Metalface or how to find him. So it seems that we need to go to Colony 6 in order to draft some help and just see what else we can do. So we are going to be heading there as our next major story destination, but there's always a but. There is, of course, other things we can do beforehand, and in particular the game wants us to check out gem crafting. So we are going to do that. We're going to venture back into Colony 9 and take care of some optional business just to prepare for the adventure ahead. However, folks, I think that will be a good place to leave this episode. So I do hope you'll come back and join me next time as we continue on with our Chronicles of Xenoblade. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.